was Sol Kazner, of the founder of Sun
You
International.
were sitting in class.
In 4 rands. That year, 4 rands, 8 rands. On the 21st year, it will be 1 million rands. And I'm making this public. So
Welcome everyone to the Father's Chair. We have a platform where we want to talk as fathers, our stories, our narrative. It's always nice to make sure we have it in our hands, not someone speaking from on our point of view. Namunta, we've got a gentleman, Mr. Maluleke Mwanati. I won't call you Josh, I'll call you Mr. Maluleke. We met Fambeni. We were supposed to that forum was supposed to meet there to do something for our people. So you realize that a lot of people that I'm going to invite in this particular space so far is people that I know, for starters, that we have some commonality. What I liked about what he said, Mr. Maleko, no, my father is my hero. I mean, normal people our age, it's very rare to hear people saying, my father is my hero. And not because of anything, because they grew up in a space where they didn't have information, those people. There's a lot of things that was working against, not a lot of things. Everything was working against our fathers. Like that.
correct.
Because if you check, you're an entrepreneur, for example, did your parents or your father agree to also? Exactly.
Yeah.
It's that. So they never say yes, because where they are from, it was about one thing: go to school, go work, because think pension fund. I remember when I said to my father some other time when we discussed the whole pension fund thing. I mean, but Papa, me, I don't want to work for pension fund. He didn't understand me. I'm like, why am I working for pension fund? Like, why must I work? And then when I'm 70, I now start to earn my money. No, I can use it now to build more stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mr. Malek, welcome.
Yeah. No, thanks, Mr. Shulwan. Thanks for having me.
Besides, here's what I do on this platform. Okay. Normally, when people go on stage, you go, now we have money, here's this, here's this.
Yeah.
I don't do that on this platform because we are talking.
Yeah.
This is a conversation. I'd like you to introduce you to us. Who's Mr. Maluleke? Where's Mr. Maluleke from?
Yeah.
What tribe is Mr. Maluleke?
Very difficult to introduce yourself, Kamo.
No, let's tell them.
But be that as it may, it's for the audience now. So Joshua Maluleke, he was born at Ndengeza. So Ndengeza is some village at the outskirts of Giani town. So I grew up there. Ningena Shkolo Kwale, started at there's a school in the village called Anderson Primary School.
Anderson
was some missionary then, back in the day. Yeah. So there's a school named after him.
We'll touch on that right there. Let's go.
So Nisuka, I could not sub A then. I did my sub A then.
I would do sub A, sub B.
Yes.
Not one.
Yes.
Atlanta, can I change grade 12 when we went to grade 12? No. When we went to grade 11, it was still grade standard 9.
Standard 9,
yeah. So now we went to the standards.
No, until standard 9.
Yes.
When we went to matric,
then it said grade 12.
It said grade 12.
Yeah.
1998.
Yes, 1998.
And there was still that thing of Form 5 back in the day,
I didn't go to Form 5.
No, we didn't do Form 5. But we knew it was people spoke about it, even though it was not, it didn't happen in our time.
Yeah.
So I went to Buronga, where I was the brightest in the class.
You must say I was smart in the school. Don't be trying to say that I was that
guy. Yeah. So we'll have 4 terms. At the end of each term, they'll take a pupil with the highest marks in each grade, and we'll there was something called assembly. This was, the stairs. Before you began class every day, there would be this the Lord's prayer that we
Yeah.
did and all of that.
The
So,
assembly.
so that was called an assembly. Yes,
Yes.
I'm clarifying because if you say
Oh,
assembly,
yes. No.
yeah.
I get you.
So I did that and until I went to grade 7 or standard 5. La kuri ni nga kota ni ye Khanyisa Education Center for a year. Then loko ni la standard 6 or grade 8 ni ya Polokwane Meridian College
Yes.
until
Not Capricorn. I nearly went to Capricorn.
no, I didn't go to Capricorn. Yeah. No, Capricorn was actually a good school.
It was a good school. Yes.
Yeah, a ku ri na vanhu vo tala lava huma hala makaya ku yiwa hala Meridian hala. Yeah, so
I heard of Meridian.
yes, na Northern Academy.
Yes.
So I went to Meridian College, Petersburg at the time.
It was Petersburg at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So guys, Polokwane needs to be called Petersburg.
No, it was not Polokwane. Yeah, I go to Petersburg. So I passed my matric with a distinction aggregate.
Which year?
It was 2002.
2002, yes.
Yeah, so I got all the distinctions in that accounting high grade. So I did everything in high grade.
High grade.
Economics high grade, and I did very well. So nisuka kwalani near a Wits University.
But wait. Before you go there, so when your marks are like that,
Yeah.
your father, what does he do? Let's start there.
Hey,
What did he do?
Abatageng go for Mkhalaza, and I speak about him in past tense because it's late now. Yeah. So obviously, uncommitted scholarship type 3, not bursary type 5. It's important to distinguish between a scholarship and a bursary.
What's that?
So bursary, it's financial assistance from a company.
Yes.
Mara loko u heta ku study through a bursary, you must repay.
Of course.
The look John said 3 years.
You must go work for 3 years.
I don't know how it works now, but the scholarship will be assistance. Whatever happens, our obligation.
there's no obligation.
There isn't. Yeah.
I didn't know that as well. I didn't understand
Yeah.
that.
So
A new scholarship is they do give it. Oh, that's what they give to sports people normally. Not normally scholarships.
scholarships, yes,
Because-
but there are also academic scholarships.
Is it? Okay.
So nikume yaga Deloitte because I
course.
unlava kunba a chartered
Accountant.
accountant, yes. So near vets, first year in Ghana vets, it was 2003. Then I wanted to be involved, man, got the student politics and all of that. That's when I got to meet some of my lifelong friends, Dr. Muisen Blows, at Quintin at the time.
Did you meet Moses?
Moses Mtileni, yes. Actually, Moses, Moses who also served one of the things we did, we joined SASCO, which is the South African Student Congress.
Yes.
On my second year, Nibe Treasurer ya SASCO branch. The chairperson was Moses Mtileni.
You were a pusher. Mr. Malek.
Yeah.
So second year chairperson.
Yeah, second year chairperson was Moses.
Yes.
The outgone chairperson was Floyd Chiva.
So it was Floyd. Yes, I remember.
So Floyd was in the SRC as president. Then I became the treasurer of the SASCO branch. So I couldn't do the election to SASCO before the ANC Youth League. So you push anyana van bota like I renandu manyana ngaroko ne ngarwan bo papa mara with this charisma you can ngaiti wa itakwini. So ka ANC Youth League Mbuisen became rather the treasurer. So kuna something called the PYA, the Progressive Youth Alliance.
Not that.
Yes, where the so-called progressive youth structures, the SASCO and ANC Youth League as an example. Because mother body in when I put ANC.
Easy. But my question before you go in, why so many structures? And I never understood that.
Yeah, because SASCO only exists within the university campuses.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
ANC Youth League, you exist like almost all communities.
Yes.
So wava iri mrangeri wa youth league ingangena ngixikolo itoka hi nga hlamuseli varhangeri vo tala.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
I was thinking it.
Mara for illustrative purposes, munhu o fana na mrangeri wa EFF masiku lama. He led the ANC Youth League in 2008 as president. Mara angangenang through SASCO. ungene xikolo later on.
You went to school later, of course.
Yes, so he would not have been a member of SASCO.
Yeah.
Whereas Floyd is Ali for the longest time, ungene through
The system.
Yes. So between these two organizations, akurna tension nyana ku genge lo nghena SASCO, yi dyondze nyana, yi vulavula vo dialectical materialism, those type of concepts, or historical materialism, the negation of the negation, which is not found, by the way, ka ANC Youth League. So could not tension, I could not gatekeeping. So it was not easy for a member of SASCO to swell the ranks of the Youth League. And that's why the country Europe were of a lot. Someone like Ndoze, as an example.
It makes sense. 'Cause, when you look at it, I've always asked myself this question. I'm like, I was talking to Tazana Chauke, Bejan,
Yes.
the other day. And
Yeah.
I'm like, so you were in parliament during Mandela's time,
Correct.
yet ANC is known not to have youth in it. And
Correct.
it's now your thing. What are you doing to communicate that? So
Correct.
it speaks to this.
Correct. It's probably from SASCO because
It's probably from SASCO,
abangena xikolo. So munhu wo fana na Ndlozi n'wi mbona mhlamala. I mean, the man was brilliant at school, but anga receive kahle ku la kuna gatekeeping. An average member of the youth league it tala ku ka anga ngenang through exikolweni.
And that became a culture, though. It became a culture even in the upper echelon of the movement.
Correct. But maybe it's. I mean, the genesis of the ANC, the academics and the
They were
treaty and so
academics,
on.
of
Yes,
course.
yeah. But
Of
over
course.
time,
Dube was an academic.
do I know what's an academic?
Nigga, Dube wasn't.
Oh yes. Dube was a doctor. Yes,
He was an academic. He was,
almost all the founders are the academics.
by the way,
Yeah.
do you know my great grandfather is one of the founding members of the ANC?
I think I might have read that. Yeah, yeah.
Because remember when ANC about Dube, when Dube came up with that whole thing,
Yes.
he called kings and chiefs
Correct.
to come
All-
and.
Yes.
So my great grandfather was one of those people.
We went to Bloemfontein.
We went to Bloemfontein.
Okay. No, I think I've heard about it. Yeah. No, I think I've heard that. So,
Osimhlaba, yeah.
yeah, no, I'm aware of Osimhlaba, yeah.
So let me come back to Makea here at school. So I digress because I think we lost it's also part of your homage here.
Yeah.
We lost a brilliant mind, Kakamtili.
No,
Was he as brilliant? Because I met him a couple of times. I didn't have much time with him. Was he as brilliant as he's portrayed?
Mtilen was the most brilliant, youthful person I've ever met. I'm yet to see. And I'm not the only one. Look, in the memorial service, Mtilen, look, is it 2019 or so?
Not far.
Yeah. So I was the program director last. Floyd speaks. And he says, Floyd being the deputy president of the EFF.
Work carefully there.
Floyd Aimela, the former students, he says this was the most brilliant person ever. He had a conversation na Mbuyiseni ngibitsana kunthini. Na yena, in fact, everyone lo mntu akuku uma vets nkarhinyana lo
Yes.
he was the angarna muringani,
That's what I heard. 'Cause his level was on a different level.
He was the first amongst the equals. So Shisalisha, he got his BSc town planning, probably cum laude, academically brilliant, but also and social intelligence. I rent.
What I loved about him, when you meet him, he meets you at your level.
Correct.
You won't tell, oh, this is a brilliant.
All brilliant people are like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Munhu la ku va complicated ka munhu o ka nga swi twisiseki swilo is so you will meet you at your level. I mean, you'll oversimplify very complex concepts,
yes.
that it becomes accessible to an average person on the street.
It's supposed to be like that.
Yeah. So Misalo Iloba, he dies with 3 master's degrees. He had an MSc, he had an MCom, by the way, which he completed in a year.
What is an MCom?
A master in commerce from Wits University in developmental economics. So Wits has got 2 campuses, the East and the West.
Right.
your traditional sciences and all of that are in the East Campus, the commercial faculties in the West. So this man got 2 master's degrees
From both campuses?
From both campuses. And it does this. I still remember, because in our one, we studied at the commercial, the faculty, the
Commerce.
commercial, yeah. He borrowed a book from me, Introduction to Economics. I think it's a book by Andre. I forget this guy. It says Everyone's Guide to Economics. You probably know the book because we're studying MCOM in development economics. That man mastered the content such that when we debated seminary, yeah,
You were found shaking.
I was found shaking. Yeah, so the man was very brilliant, very brilliant.
So do you think also, because from how I hear from the vets people from Floyd,
Yeah.
I remember the other time, some couple of years ago,
Yeah.
I met Floyd somewhere,
Yeah.
and you also touched about this man. So my thing is, do you think he was some sort of a father figure for you guys? In a way, not in an official way, because like this, how everyone speaks about him, that's someone that people looked up to.
Intellectually, he was a giant. So father figure in the context of university life,
Yes,
because
that.
the most important thing, remember a campus, a university campus is like a microcosm of society,
Yes,
you know?
yes.
He was there, but even those that, so it was not necessarily in terms of his age and all of that, because even older people, even some people with PhDs, he could hold his own with them and actually challenge, their intellectual bankruptcies and all of that, if you like. It was so smart.
Anyway, I did say I'm digressing. So let's come back to just before I come back to our thing.
Yeah.
I had an unofficial
Yeah.
rumor.
Yeah.
Could actually he helped formulate the initial funding documents of the EFF.
No, he did.
So it is true.
It is true. So it is true, but maybe let's not.
Let's not go into it because it's not about that.
It is true. It is true.
Why I'm throwing it in
Yeah.
is to show
Yeah.
Corey, even those guys, when they want to start the organization, they had to go to him.
No, Moses was
I
brilliant.
understand also a couple of times Baba ANC in the organization tried to rope him in. The city of Joburg said no.
Yeah, no, it was.
No.
Look, the man died at 37, I think. Was it 37?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was still quite young.
Yeah. Mara, he was already the head of housing at City of Johannesburg, strategic executive director, the
He
highest
was
level. Yeah.
pushed many times, and the city was like, "Hey,
Sure. It was brilliant.
he's not going anywhere."
So there's a concept of a polymath. Banbango with a polymath. They are skilled in different.
He's that guy.
You can't box him to say. Even though we say he was an intellectual, it was not only that. He wrote so many books. He was a poet.
I didn't know that.
He was. He wrote.
I know about books.
He wrote books, yeah. But there's a book that largely consists of his poetry. He was a historian. He could speak vernacular. You'll think that the man, that is all he could. He was only fluent in Kakashtonga. But yeah, he was very brilliant. He was strategist. He was many things.
Like it's about you today.
Yeah.
So you come back to your father, matric. You
Yeah.
pass matric very good. He's happy.
He's happy. Then I get introduced to this new world, universities. And I was telling someone, look, if you have not had a privilege, you could join in a residential university because people go, and because of different circumstances. Look, if you'll go to university, I'll encourage that one at a residential university because remember,
I'm going to sometimes ask questions, even though I know the answers too.
yeah,
But I had this ability in school. I used to annoy my classmates.
yeah,
So I would ask questions that
Yeah.
are obvious, but
Yeah.
at the back of my mind, I'm like, what if someone is not understanding this?
yeah.
I would ask that question.
No, sure.
What is residential university?
Okay,
Concept.
so the concept of a residential university is where people wake up in the morning and go to attend class. And I say this because there are there is the opposite of this. You have the likes of UNISA that are distant learning institutions. And I'm saying, I know some people would want to go to residential, but because of socio-economic situations, and they're not able to. So, but I'm saying, if it's possible, people should go to this, because you can imagine, no, Malani, number one at last saying, was the
And you meet others.
hey, I meet others there, and I think, yeah, I know. So class becomes something else. In fact, in my first lecture in accounting, financial accounting, there was a guy called Professor Dave Collins. I will never forget the introduction he gave us. He says, we're seated there. I mean, this is the CA stream. We're all enrolled for Bachelor of Accountants. I mean, the minimum requirement was a C in Meta grade, I think, at the time, and all of that. So it says, seated there was Sol Kazner, of the founder of Sun
You
International.
were sitting in class.
In that class, was doing Become Accounting at Vets. Remember, is telling us a long list of the alumni that were studying accountancy with view to becoming CAs.
Yes.
Says it was Sol Kazner said there, Robbie Brozin, the co-founder of Nando's, was doing Become Accounting, seated on those chairs. Remember, these are old lecture halls.
Yes, of course.
He listed about 8. The founder of Liberty, what's that guy? Donald Gordon. They all studied Become Accounting at Vets. So he was not saying these people are Vets alumni. So saying they studied what you guys are studying here. It's one thing to be a vet student, yes, but what you are studying, this is a long list. There's a finance minister, I forget his name, the last finance minister, apartheid South Africa,
I wouldn't know that one.
and he became the first minister of democratic South Africa. Mandela Angena,
Is it not? No, it's not Backwater.
yeah, I've got his name somewhere, but yeah, he studied there as well. So about 10, 15, when we all left that lecture room, also you turn on. Yeah, but that was one thing. But when lecture began, right? And now you had people asking questions. Remember, you think when you are very brilliant, you hear people who studied in England somewhere, and they problematize the status quo, our economy. It became
With that, né?
Yeah.
I can attest, because primary school,
yeah,
I went to my school in the village.
yeah,
High school,
yeah.
I went to it was now 94.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So
yeah.
we were one of those kids that went into the system of the modern system. Private school
Yes.
scenario. Now, when we did matric,
Yeah.
I think when we went into June, we were done with our syllabus.
Yeah.
I think June we're done. When we came from June,
Yeah.
we're now revising imagine this,
Yeah.
from June exams.
Yeah.
That time we're now revising to come and write preliminary exams.
Yeah.
Not even exams.
Yeah.
So my point is this.
Yeah.
Jiki one day, I had a tendency of going back to school late. So I would stay at home with my friends and then one day, because when I come back to your point of view, now people ask questions that you
Yeah.
about things
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
problematic.
Yeah.
Access is the biggest issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I went to my village, during that time, I was in matric. We were about to write an exam or preliminary. I don't recall. I went back to school late. I went to stay chilled with my friends from my village who were now in matric. So I wanted to attend their class.
Yeah.
Here comes the maths teacher. He's teaching them stuff that we learned and finished in February.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
At that moment,
Yeah.
they're not going to pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they don't pass.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So now imagine, like you're saying, you go to varsity.
Yeah.
Now these guys are asking.
Yeah.
So sometimes education is not about because people are stupid or anything. It's access.
It's access. So there are many bright students now because of a lack of access. Probably they are found in villages. Some are in TVET colleges. Like over a lawyer, I don't think you can qualify as a lawyer. Yeah, or like over an actuary.
You can't.
But because of you know, where they are located. You know, that's why your background, even though it's not everything in life, can confine you, can limit how far you go in life. You know,
Look, the reason why the apartheid system made sure,
yeah,
because and this is one of the things that people are not aware of. Those guys made sure good fatherhood in our communities
correct,
is destroyed.
Correct.
It was an intentional thing
correct,
because they knew
yeah,
could destroy that thing.
yeah,
What follows
yeah, yeah.
is a mess.
So what the guys did, you know, unlike us when we took over power in 1994, by Salaval and the Shisalesh, they went to this guy called Ferwood,
Verwoed, a psychologist, a sociologist,
a social scientist.
a social
yes.
scientist.
Yeah. So this man knew how to build social structures.
Yeah.
He studied the human mind and societies and all of that. So the National Party in 1948 did not say, no, man, we have a comrade there who can do this legislation. They sought for an expert in Verwood. And that's why Verwood conceptualized the whole thing as separate development, you know, very carefully. Of course, it was talked about, they've been toying around the idea of social separate development and all of that.
Of course, copying also from how it failed and worked in other
Correct.
states like America,
Correct.
Germany, and all those places. That's why he studied in Germany, I think.
He studied there, yeah, but he ended up being a professor in Oxford, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was very particular, you know, in designing that. So what apartheid still affect us now
Hey.
at different levels. I mean, as black people, you know, there's a lot of division, intertribal, you know, conflicts. Where vendors will not want to interact with Tongas, with
And we're
Bedis,
neighbors.
with yes, and we're neighbors. This is not a natural phenomenon. It's an outcome of a design by an expert. And I'm drawing this analogy because in 1994, I argue that we should have learned from the National Party to say what our problems as South Africans. Of course, we needed to reconstruct a black person. You know?
Before anyone kills you,
Yes,
we should have reverse engineered
yes,
that system
correct.
and immediately bring back the father in
Correct. But we needed an expert.
to understand and tell us, guys, if we don't re-engineer this thing
This is what it means.
and bring a stable foundation
Correct.
in the family unit,
Correct. Correct.
the reason why white people, Indians and Asians,
Yeah.
they have over 80% father involvement,
Yeah.
it wasn't a mistake.
It's not a mistake. It's very deliberate. So we relied on comrades who are otherwise not experts in this societal, no formations to guide us, and that's why we have a society that we have, you know. So I think that's why we are here.
Anyway, so in your home,
Yeah.
how many are you guys? The siblings?
Hey, Papa, I mean, I read 9.
He was a working man.
One art.
Okay.
Yeah.
9.
So but it's the discipline of the man.
And your number?
Number 9.
You're number 9. Okay, so you're this.
One of the reasons why I think is that he made sure that all 9 of us, right? He valued education so much. All 9 of us had at least a metric M+3 qualification. So there's no one who does not have at least a 3 qualification post-metric.
Again, I'll go back to what we said.
Yeah.
Do you see the importance of a father?
Correct. Correct.
Because I must say this is a norm. Kotala boy kids or children.
Yeah.
If the mother is there and it's heavy for her on herself,
Yeah.
they will dribble her.
Yeah. No, very easily. Very easily.
So the importance of a father is one thing that we take for granted. I mean, 9 of you, the men made joke, yay, I love doming in this place.
Wow. Yeah. No. So such that, I mean, you know, when you passed on, I must go and calculate how many academic qualifications we have. Probably 30 or more.
Between the 9 of you.
Collectively. Yeah. So
The 9 of you, your dad was a master.
no, it was. Hence, I'm saying it's the discipline. Remember, discipline is a trait that a father, look, it can be a mother or any other person, a parent can instill in you, and you take that with to achieve many things in life, you know. I see, you know, you go to some households where it's one thing to have a father, but it's another to have a father who's effective in
No, I think we need to very intentionally distinguish those
yeah,
things.
yeah,
No, I'm an intentional father.
correct, correct,
Maluleke.
yeah,
I'm very intentional.
correct,
Let me give you an example of when I'm intentional.
yeah,
My kids are now teaching other kids
yeah.
how to speak Xitsonga.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's a 6 and a 4-year-old.
Yo,
They're teaching them.
yeah,
You find kids in Gauteng
yeah,
where the other kids would laugh at other kids who are speaking their languages.
yeah.
You will not shame my children.
Because you've taught them well, yeah,
You see my point?
yeah,
I made a post the other day which is very funny. Guys, my kids, when they wake up at night,
yeah,
they don't speak English first.
correct. They dream in song.
I know that this was I know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I know that this was dreaming English song
Yeah,
because when she wakes up,
yeah,
either Ndakashishita,
yeah. Which is yeah,
Papa Niwile, if she fell. So my point is, if we don't become
intentional. Yeah,
so you're right, my
yeah,
brother.
yeah.
There are fathers who are just fathers, but if you're not intentional,
Yeah, you know, there's something in English where a man who does not read, there's no advantage over a blind person. So being a father does not give you a household with a father who's not intentional, who's not present. Even though he's a father in the household, you have no advantage over households that are fatherless because you're not brightening your corner. You know. So, but the second thing my father taught me is identity. You know,
that's what one thing we spoke about.
which is powerful because you can look at it from different angles. So I'm a Christian. You know, you read the first chapter and verse of the first book in the New Testament, the book of Matthew, gives you a genealogy of Christ.
Yes.
The first chapter and verse,
That's identity stand.
Abraham beget Isaac, beget Jacob, blah, 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 about 42 generations. But why is that important? It's because I think, I may be wrong, that God speaks in generational terms. There could have been some good that your great grandfather did in his lifetime, but were not possible for it was not it was not possible for him to reap all the benefits of his good conduct of his hard work.
You know, I can give an example.
Yeah,
My great grandfather from my mom's side,
yeah,
he was a gunsmith and he helped in the Mozambique War.
correct,
That man liberated
correct, correct,
us.
correct.
Because that liberation,
Yeah.
it was before the ANC, because he was born in the 1800.
Correct.
So that fight set a foundation for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mozambique was free at one point.
Yeah.
It helped the ANC and what, but it's not a point. So
Yeah.
you're right.
No, you get the point. Maybe some of the favors you are getting now in your lifetime.
It's because
Remember, there are generational cases.
Same.
On the same time generation. If your father or great grandfather was a murderer, just will kill people in cold blood and all of that, that has a way of affecting generations that come after him.
Yeah.
Unless if he was involved in a war, that is heroism and all of that. But going back to the biblical text, the birth of Christ is promised to many generations
Before it happened.
Yes, before it happens. But it's also important to understand, and that's what I've done with my father's book. It's not, yes, it's about my father, but it's about my genealogy. I became a genealogist as I studied.
How far back did you go?
I went as far back. So
From you.
yes, I think about 11 generations. So the person who's a progenitor of the Maluleke surname
Yeah.
was born in the early 1600s, maybe 1610 or so. So it's not enough. You know, when we grew up, we're told to recite our surnames. Menan, Wanaman, Man, Waman. That is not enough. You've got to go beyond. You must understand what were their generational missions. What did your father struggle with, or your great so that you can see if because the aim of genealogy is to become generationally progressive.
Yes, of course.
It does not assist you to say, my father is at home, one man. To what end? And that's what makes a Jew a Jew. A Jew is a Jew in every part of the world. We may not agree with the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. I've never seen a poor Jew.
I've not seen a poor Jew or heard of one.
Yes, because these people, knowing yourself,
It's
Yeah.
again intentional.
it's intentional. And it doesn't matter, even if you were born by a useless father, you can start it for yourself and the generations, your lineage that comes after you.
True that.
Because beyond that, even your medical profile is contained in the genealogy.
It's called epigenetics.
You see, I didn't even know that, but it's contained there.
So what epigenetics is, the diet that 4 generations back have had.
Correct.
It affects you today.
Imagine, an average family in South Africa does not know because of these absent fathers or this, because you're robbing your kids this profile. People struggle with sicknesses
But they don't know that they
that
have
are
them.
otherwise generational.
For me, I went 15, if not 16 back.
Okay, that's
That's how
great.
far I went.
But did you go and study the 15th one, what they did when they were born, how they died?
I didn't do that. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
So it now gives me a new homework.
So that's
But
yeah.
what I did,
Yeah.
so I'm a divorcee, So for some reason, I knew, or I had a, I would say a push or a drive
Yeah.
to save money. No, man. Go find out. I had an idea who my dad was,
Yeah.
because I did not know his father. I didn't grow up with the father. So I met him late.
Yeah.
So when he died, when I got married, he had already passed.
Yeah.
I said, go find out who he was.
Correct.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Just to expand on your mission.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
Because I didn't talk much in my previous marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I realized that, wait a minute, my dad doesn't talk much.
Yeah. Yeah.
When there's issues,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
his father didn't talk much.
Correct.
My goodness.
So it's generational. Yeah.
I changed it.
You can change it. That's the good thing about knowing who you are.
You see what I'm saying?
Marcus Garvey says, a people without the knowledge of their past, their history, their origin, that you're like a tree without roots.
He changed it.
Yeah.
So you can even, when you know who you are, genealogy does not make you a prisoner of the past. It gives you the possibility to change that in the past which you do not like.
But again, see, here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's what we're having a conversation here.
Yeah.
And again, it's about to enlighten our
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And so the reason
Yeah.
why everyone who's not us, when I say us, I'm talking about Africans.
Yeah. Yeah.
The reason why they're paying so much money
Yeah.
in PR
Yeah.
to try to tell us to forget about the past.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what happened in the past.
Yeah.
It's because they understand.
Yeah. Yeah. They understand.
If you know who you are,
Yeah.
the strength that comes with that.
Correct.
Chef, my great grandfather,
Yeah.
and my from paternal and maternal,
Yeah.
it made sense. Who am I now?
No, it does make sense.
When I read, this guy was like this.
Yeah.
Oh, he was like, I'm like, okay, for money.
Yeah. So that gives you, from my paternal side, in Abakama, there are over 8-9 schools named after my forebears.
Yeah.
Even from my maternal side as well, there's about 3 schools. So I'm saying, even if you're discouraged, even if you meet challenges in life,
Because you know
the heroism, the warriors that gave birth to you. But if and these people want to make these things less fashionable.
it's intentional.
It's intentional. Yeah, the system is against you knowing yourself. So my father taught me that to a point where I joined the Bangwanati. We've got a group, the Wanati Sadek.
Apparently, you guys have a bank.
No, it was a plan. We don't have. so I served some 10 years ago as the SG of the youth formation then. But let me just there are certain things which our progenitor, Kokwan Malenga Malulek, has done which were right. I'll give you an example, for instance. It's not a mistake that you have the Auditor General of South Africa being Zakan Maluleke. It's not a mistake that the Statistician General of the country is Resenga Maluleke. That you've got about 5 professors. You can't show me one surname with 5 or 6 professors. I mean, the whole country.
Yes.
Professor Tinyukuma, and was not the first professor.
Yes, it was not.
Kuna Professor H.W. in some ways.
And one thing I've picked with the guys like Amalulek,
Yeah.
in education, my runs up.
Yeah, Ranj was her name. Don't do Ranj.
It's a love,
Yes.
and a drive and a push
It's there.
of education. So,
Yeah.
one of your forebearers, he was a Papantamwis.
Yes.
Also in terms of education.
Not Pondo. Pondo.
Pond.
Yeah, yes.
Pondo, it is Pond and Pond.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Because Pondo gave birth to Pond, gave
Yeah.
birth to her
Yeah,
next
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So my point, Ikori, the education thing was a big thing.
No, it's a big
also
thing.
on the street.
It's a big thing.
Was your father also still in that mission because he knew or what?
Yeah, so it's so there's something socialization and I think it's not unique to us. You know, mikhuva yo karhi ya ku endla swilo yi humelela ka ti-events emikosini emicatwini so hina ti-gatherings to tala ku nga ri ka hina ntsena ka Maluleke ka laha ni humaka kona mi kuma ku wherever va ka Maluleke va nga kona there's this tradition loko ni ta Gauteng one of the people I connected with swinene i va Bot Gabriel Maluleke who is the former CEO of RAL
Yes.
or Professor J.K. Maluleke you find the tradition is the same mara you see I tsamanga ndhawu yin'we. And this is important because, you know, what colonization and apartheid did to our people, they disconnected. I'll give you an example.
Like a mingala.
Yeah. Like I'm but I'm saying the broader black nation in the country. UCT has commissioned the study, I think, in partnership with Liberty. These people, they tell us who the black middle class. What started the concept of the black middle class? Where black middle class is people who have a minimum of 22,000 rands per month up to maybe 3 million. Okay? So apparently about 3.4 million to 6 million. But here's the thing. If we're to a member of the black middle class, however broke, you can be very broke, but you'll have 1 rand at any point, you know. Suppose we're 3.4. If all of us can mess 1 rand now.
That's 3.4 million.
Yes, now. But you see, we're so disorganized as a people, black people that is.
Yes.
That the establishment, the system tells you that no, when things don't go right in society, blame the government.
Yes.
So in fact,
I said earlier, PR that is paid and everything is part of those things.
correct.
Where we are told, I'll never buy the concept that, yes, there's a lot of things that our government or our leaders do that annoy me.
Yeah.
But I'll never buy into the line, government did nothing. I will never buy into that.
Correct. The thing is, what are we doing? So just go talaka bangwana maybe give it to public is one but
No, keep it here.
nila kupfuna na tinxaka na swivongo other very English song. You know, other
It's not tribes.
it's not tribes.
Clans.
Other clans, yes.
Yes.
We have established a professionals network kabangwanati.
Yes.
The reason why we've done so, we're told in over 100 medical doctors. Right? It could be 300 medical doctors. Before Nyakul, here's the concept. We've got 10 senior traditional leaders. We have more chiefs in the Vatsonga tribe than any other clan,
Yes.
the Malulekes. We can easily build a hospital, right? Suppose we've got 365 doctors. What we say is part of your CPD, your continuous professional development.
Yes. You leave school, you go practice there.
No. You can be based in Cape Town. I'm sure the medical research, whatever council will agree to this. Come and give us 1 day of your time or 2 days. So you'll have a situation where you're not a doctor every day. Maybe in this thing coming or wherever. It doesn't have as an example. We don't have to wait upon government to say we're building you a hospital.
I'll go back to my point.
Yeah.
Ngwanati.
Yeah.
The reason why a father was removed from our system is because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not emotional about things. We're very logical in moving and whatever. So removing a father,
Correct.
it destroys our non-unity, if there's such a word,
Correct.
as blacks.
Correct. We're fatherless. Yeah.
We are fatherless because
Yeah.
it was intentionally done so that we don't unite and
Yeah.
create what you're saying.
Correct.
Trust me,
Yeah.
even in my family, we tried that.
Yeah.
It did not work.
Yeah.
There are many families that we can speak of. How many families do you know where the father had a shop when we grew up? It was working
Yeah.
successfully.
Yeah.
Well, he dies, it died. You know,
And in fact, you are very correct. In fact, let's call it succession planning.
Succession planning.
Thing. You know, it even
but
happens.
where will it be when that father is not there?
Let's even start it. I'm at pains to say this because I sit on the board of OR Tambo School of Leadership. That is chaired by Comrade Kalima Mutlan. But even in our organization, the ANC, when we must look for the next president, people must die. There must be chaos. The party must splinter.
Don't wait. 2
Yeah.
days ago, I was having a discussion with someone.
Yeah.
Like, my goodness, do you know that it's man, Mashatile,
Yes.
Panyaza, and what's
Balula.
Balula? They all see themselves as the next of. Come on, it can't be like that.
And
They're at loggerheads now.
And it's not the first time we're having a national conference. I mean, some conferences actually caused a splint. I mean, 2007.
Since 2012.
Yes,
No,
2007.
2007. No.
That's COVID time.
Yes, since then, there's always a split.
So you're expecting a lot if you want average South Africans to deal with succession planning when the ruling party, that is black, yeah. But that's one thing. Look at the ZCC church. I'm a Pentecost. I go to Assemblies of God. But look at the ZCC. That thing, there's a page here, a star, and a dove. That thing is a
feud.
failure to manage succession.
See.
Shembe, if you
Not
go
even Shembe.
Shembe, if
They're going to court.
Richard Maponya's kids are at court as we
Court,
speak.
yes.
That other church, what is the other church? The red and white one?
IPCC. Yes.
Same story. My goodness, we have a problem.
You'll think that Nelson Mandela's kids will be different.
Same.
They're in court. So succession is, so this is a black problem, but you can, fathers play a role in these things because we're speaking, and wait until Kaiser passes, and God forbid, he must not pass on now. You'll see Tinyim Peter,
goodness.
and I can tell you that. You're going to see that. So we've got to be conscious. So apartheid didn't just take away a physical warm body called the father. Our fatherhood in terms of how we think, and
I mean,
we've been
totally,
yes,
100% it's not even emasculation, the sexual. I don't know what
Yes.
to call it.
So it's right to say that the apartheid government, this was done deliberately to move away families into the what we used to call them not farmlands. What's the right word for it?
homeland.
The homeland.
The homelands, yes, the homelands, so that the fathers can travel into Gauteng to come and work for a month or 3 months, then they go back home.
No, it was not even 3
So
months.
it was intentional to remove away that figure in the family.
It was not even 3 months, brother. The contract those people had, the fathers, it was a 15-month contract. They were allowed to go home twice a year, in Easter
and
Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Now, think about this.
Yeah.
Think about this. Now, when you say you drive fast, I'll give you an example of Limpopo. I'm from Limpopo. When you said you drove fast to Limpopo, 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
You are crazy. They do it in 3 hours, those crazy ones.
Yeah.
Right? 3 hours is a lot of time, my brother. Right? Driving normal is 5-6 hours,
Yeah. Well, sure.
right? Now, technology is better now.
Yeah.
The roads are better now.
Yeah.
How far was it back then?
Hey, abafamba, some even, because even the mimovha yakhona kumbe switimela, it will take long. You know?
Back then, cars were 80, 90, it was the
Imagine 80 kaya, or even 50,
or even 50, 60.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is,
It'll take forever.
it means the father leaves Gauteng after I knocked off, because there's no way that they will leave in the morning.
Correct.
He leaves after I knocked off.
Yeah.
He's arriving
The following day.
the following day that side.
Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah.
He's got the Saturday to patch things in the community,
Yeah. It's very sad.
you know?
Yeah.
And then he has that night with his wife. I won't say God forbid, but then she falls pregnant.
Yeah.
The children that are there,
Yeah.
they see him. The following day, he has to leave back to Gauteng.
Yeah. So that is the establishment. What worries me is that in Abantim, we're not conscious about this.
we know.
We know these things, but there's no movement. There's nothing. And we can't say this is an ANC,
It's not.
EFF, it's a DA, whatever. It's in our personal spaces.
No, I think the D that they're very intentional. Because here's what I'm saying, they're very intentional.
Yeah.
There's this race of relation institute, whatever.
Yeah.
They come up with stats that are really ridiculous. There's one stat that came out recently from the CEO of Capitec.
Yeah.
That says could
For-
actually
We're at 10%.
10%. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, no.
They're trying to pacify us somewhat.
No, but Trisenga responded. Kahle.
You know, I love what he said.
Yeah.
I love what he said. Even the previous statistician came up and
Yes,
he came up and
they did.
because it's my point of saying, Kuri, they are very intentional in creating not distortion of facts, yes, to further make us not come to a point.
Mara Mr. Shuluban, Capitec is an interesting. You speak of Capitec. The clientele at Capitec,
my
it's
brother.
almost 100% black.
It's-
But at the top, just kulungena says Basan Malulek. You see Malulek
Again.
as an executive.
Is she an executive or a non-executive?
She's an executive. In fact, but the person who is now, is it Graham? The person who's the new CEO.
Yes.
Position there now is now occupied by Sis Basan. She's the former CEO of African Bank.
I don't like those things, man, honestly. I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But-
But I'm saying the owners, the shareholders,
Of course.
it's really wide.
You see, here's the power that we have.
Correct.
The power that we have, they know our power to a point that they use it fully and we don't.
So you can't blame them. So Chika Oniene.
No,
yeah.
I blame them for this reason.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, Kuri, we mustn't do anything about it. I'm not saying, Kuri, it's all on them now.
That's it.
I'm saying they keep on doing it.
It works for them.
That's my problem.
Yeah. It's the human nature that
Yeah.
if something works for you, keep on.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
my problem is, that's why I'll never remove my foot off their neck.
Yeah.
It's for that reason, where they come and say those stats, where the race relations come and quote 142 laws that are anti-white. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Correct. So it's an absence here, black leadership, especially fathers. Look, Chika Oniene writes, he wrote a book called The Capitalist Nigger.
Yes, I love that book here.
He says it describes us black people in Africa, yes, in Africa and in diaspora. That's why consumers, and he introduces us to
Honeycomb.
to the Jewish spider web doctrine.
Yeah.
Those guys might.
So the Indians is the honeycomb, isn't it?
Yes, it's the honeycomb. Yes. So this one, the spider web says money has got to circulate at least 5 times
Before.
in the Jewish community before it leaves them. Not that it circulates as many times, more than 5 times.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, so I'm saying let's go back to the Capitec issue. I finally and I check. We should check to say, but we're not conscious about our buying power as black people. In fact, the 4 of us here, you can start a spaza shop, and a white person starts next door.
They'll go by there.
I'll buy there because I feel like, hey, I'm empowering you. So these are very serious issues.
But again,
Yeah.
and I'll say this again, Maluleke. I'm not going to remove my neck off their foot, of my foot off their neck. You see what we're saying, Kuri? The fact that I go buy from him
Yeah.
and not from the four of us. That is the destroyed mind.
Correct.
This mind was not destroyed yesterday.
No, it was not.
The reason why we said earlier, the reason why they got Verwoerd, who
Yeah.
was an expert on the
Correct.
human mind.
Correct. You're correct. Yeah.
Remember, even him, he learned from what Lynch or Finch,
Yeah.
the guy who wrote the book about how to make a slave.
Yeah. Yeah. So it started that thing. Yeah.
That's Verwoerd also learned
Yeah.
from there.
Correct. Correct.
Because those concepts happened in the 1800s back then.
Correct.
So my point, Ikuri, our mind right now, the reason why we don't trust each other is because of such concepts.
Yeah.
You know, how we came about this particular podcast.
Yeah.
We say like, but guys, you've got this, I've got content.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's come together. We didn't put a cent here.
Yeah. Yeah. Akubang na maling.
We didn't put a cent here.
It's a serious partnership, yeah.
Imagine we do that exponentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my point is this.
Yeah.
Ntanta's dad was there in his life.
Yeah. Correct.
My dad was there.
Yeah. Correct. So kuna solid foundation.
There is some sort of foundation that we didn't know that it was there.
Yeah.
We met in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were classmates.
Yeah.
And we were even roommates.
Yeah. Yeah.
You follow my point? So imagine, like it's saying, Kuri, because trust was intentionally eroded. Then we didn't have to speak much about this because we already had trust from we were kids, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
From the 16-year-old we knew each other.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
So you see that trust that was distorted.
Yeah.
That's why you have to go buy from the white guy.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. I will just remove the foot of their neck. It's early for me.
But still on this issue, I think, where there's a missed opportunity got the current generation of men.
Yes.
Remember, our parents grew in a largely patriarchal society.
Of course.
It was capitalist, but we're now in a very hyper capitalist society, right? It's important for the few of us, better fewer but better, the few of us too, because many people our age, Baba Noon, but Edwin, hey, let me not say many people, these celebrities,
Yes.
who think it's fashionable to modify. Baba said, you are privileged to have some millions. You go and spend these millions at Bonga. Yes, you must go and
Have fun.
refresh yourself and so on. But not to a point where you come back having spent $1 billion, 4 million. You could have sponsored someone else who's less privileged.
That just annoyed me.
Yeah. So I'm also arguing on the other side. On the flip side, there are otherwise good men who are economic slaves in this capitalist society. They don't have proper jobs. You see the men, unfortunately, we live in a capitalist society.
Yes.
So I'm saying, as we speak about fatherhood, let's balance it with the constraints of the society we're living in.
Yes, no.
There's some your goodness as a man counts for nothing. If you have a typical woman that you're married to, she brings 150,000 at home. You bring 5,000. You bring nothing. Your good principles will count for nothing. So we must think about these issues as well.
Because what it eventually does, or what it do, it continues the continuous vicious cycle of removing the father out of the unit.
Correct.
Because now we now become hyper focused on material.
Correct.
Forgetting that actually the one thing that we are eroding.
Yeah. Correct.
It's anyway. So as you grow up, my brother, your father, what other lessons that you would say he brings into your space? Because we're talking and we went all over the place.
So but there is structure in what this even though it seems as if there isn't. So another lesson Papa Langan Dunsayona is that he related very well with his sisters. I spoke about the broader Maluleke clan and all of that, but he placed being someone who grew in a patriarchal society, his relationship with, and even with my sisters, which is very interesting. Uh, he had a very good relationship with my sisters and his sisters,
Good relationship, how? What like?
So you could sit with his sisters and they talk about, general, in many spaces, kunati mhaka ta ku, no, no, man, and it's now
Oh,
vasati and
yes,
all of
yes, yes.
that.
I know that. I know
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yes, I know that. Yes.
Because that way, you may find who some of his sisters,
Can you read stay here? Okay.
because unfortunately, Mr. Shulwan, if he was born in a big family, you'll find that some of your sisters, avanuna yet vanavan.
Aye.
So you must also, so the fatherhood role, the father figure thing, role must not be confined to your biological
Father. Yes, 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 yes. I agree.
I mean, if you see there's a gap in your sisters' lives, your cousins,
Jump in.
jump in because look, kurungono mfano. Atsiba kwa, but if they know there's an uncle here, closely related to the mother, every once in a while, go and check up on them. I think that it showed me that maybe that's where the activism in me comes to play as well. To say that you may otherwise be privileged in a small space. Not everyone has had a father like we are saying we had fathers who were role models. Remember, it's an accident of birth or designed by God.
Yeah.
That you are born in a family. Look at someone like Pastor Soli Matang. He's a product of rape. Can you imagine your father raped your mother? But that should not make. I'm sure there was an uncle who played the father figure role.
Because had he not been, trust me, that was another disaster
It
happening.
was a disaster. In fact, you'll not even tell him anything. You say, but even my father, I mean, you'll know how he was conceived.
Yes.
So I think, given the challenges that our society has, we've got to play these roles of being father figures to our family members, even friends, and even beyond, even community members who may need us to play that role.
But then how do they bring it? Because we talk about a capitalist space.
Yeah.
I'm of the belief they're going to, there is no wasted opportunity or situation. How do you then bring Bapa, special as Buddha, to say, guys, actually, we've got a power, capital.
Yes.
How do we bring fatherhood into bringing such lessons to our kids?
Correct.
For example, the thing that we did yesterday, I paid my kids. We showed an advert. And this morning I showed them with this advert, and I took 100 and I paid them.
Sure.
For a year now
Yeah.
or so,
Yeah.
two maybe,
Yeah.
we just bought the piggy banks. The mother bought them piggy banks,
Yeah.
piggy banks this year.
Yeah.
But I made them boxes.
Yeah.
Where I said Suku's bank, for Mani's bank. So every cent.
What you're talking about is powerful. Financial literacy is very.
I was coming there. I'm
So you
very
need
got
a
it.
father in society today who is relevant to the society we're living in. Because in the patriarchal society, remember, people don't even understand patriarch.
Yes, but so if you are broke,
No. I'll tell you how you go about it. So patriarchy was about physical strength. If you look at the Genesis,
yes,
remember, economics is always at the center of every society.
everything.
So back in the day, maybe 300 years ago, if you needed to chase an animal because we must eat at home 300 years ago, it will be a man who chases because it's physically stronger. So patriarchy was justifiable. But as we democratize society, where to go and hunt is no longer a function of physical strength, is a function of mental
Mind.
strength. Yes. I mean, to work for Vodacom, you can never see who's even a female.
Yes.
Now, we needed to change we've not really, the evolution of society has not triggered, a change in our evolution as men. You correctly say, how does a man keep relevant? financial literacy is, and let's not mention names, but there are many examples. You know, the Jews, you know, the book called The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clarkson. Jews are taught at 5 years. Look, when you get 10 rands, about 20 rands, 20%, you give back to your parents. So if I come to your kids here, where Uncle Josh is here, take 100 rands, they can spend 100 rands, but 20 rands they must give to you to invest. It's something that we do not have here.
Yes.
You know, many black people have had opportunities. I'm tempted to mention some of them, like millions.
I would see as well.
Yes.
There's a number of families that way.
Yes,
We know them, especially let's talk about our community. where
correct.
we're from.
Let's not mention.
Let's not mention them
because
because
we'll get, yeah,
because without even getting in trouble, we don't want to embarrass people.
correct.
Is the way here to
Yeah.
build. There is a lot.
So financial literacy says, okay, maybe let's put it this way: if you were to have a newborn now, 2025, do you know that if you want to give one just R1 million when they turn 21 years?
When it be 100,000 rand,
No, I'm saying you
it will be 100,000 rand by the time. When it be?
no. You can make it 1 million in 21 on their 21st birthday.
Yes.
But all you need to do
Wait,
this year,
explain that. If you give him 100, how much?
no, 1 rand.
1 rand.
You have a child born today.
Uh,
You only need to invest 1 rand and make a commitment that every passing year you double that investment. So doubling means by 2. So 1 rand this year, next year about 2 rands. That year 4 rands, 8 rands. On the 21st year, it will be 1 million rands. And I'm making this public so people can
Yes.
be on their calculators, right?
Please say that again. Say that again.
1 rand, the child is born today. You can do it with your calculator.
No. I'm not. I believe you. You are an accountant man.
Yeah,
Yes. So,
the child is born this year in 2025. The investment that you need to make for that child is 1 rand. 100 cents, 1 rand.
a month.
No, a year.
1 rand a year.
Just one rand.
And you double
You double it every passing year.
Wait. So I must put in 100 now.
a year.
Yeah, you put 1 rand in 2025. By the end of 2026, it must be 2 rands,
2027.
4 rands,
Oh, 4 double 4.
8 rands,
Yeah.
16 rands, 32
Wait,
rands,
I'm still early.
54 rands. When they turn 21, it's 1 million rands.
Because this is a gem of.
Our fathers not.
No, but don't blame your father. Had you
You
invested?
didn't know.
Had you invested in 2003, 4? What were you doing?
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, but where were you in life in 2003 or 4 or 5?
I completed high school in 2002.
Okay, but had you invested 1,000 rands as an example, ka Capitec, even if you've done it in, with 100 rands and all of that, today your investment will be 2.4 million. So it's financial literacy.
It's financial literacy. So let's come back here.
Yeah.
So I wanna start with brief my kids.
Okay.
I've got a 4-year-old
Okay.
and a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
So
No, you're not late.
I'm not late. I
not
wanna
late.
pay back. That's
You're
why.
not- you're not late. You're not late.
I want money is to what
Yeah.
backdated.
So Mr. Shilwan, if you check my social media space in 2015, 14, I made, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin in particular.
Yes.
Bitcoin when it was 18,000. At some point, I had 5. People thought it's a Ponzi scheme. And I was not asking people for money. I was just saying, but guys, are you reading where the future is going? So, look, when I sold my Bitcoin, I think each was say about 200,000. So you can imagine it's almost $1 million. Look, when they are 5, and when I invested in less than 100,000, so I might have netted 900 or so, and I thought I'd killed it. Marake, Swiss Bitcoin like 2 million. Had I kept those
I
5,
kept those.
But I've made a lot of profits as well.
No, for sure.
But now, from those 5, I will have made how much? About more than 10 million.
Imagine that.
So I'm saying a father who's relevant in the capitalist society that we live in must pay attention to
winds of
the
change.
economics of the time. Yes, which is money that is combined with technology and,
But then how do we then introduce or make them or alert them or sensitize them to be aware of such opportunities?
I think we must have the stock fails. I mean, where do you guys chill over the weekends? Because we still want to chill the same way people chilled 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And it's good, but okay, is it progressive enough? Over just a social gathering? Because we must normalize our social chilling places to have discussions like this. To say, guys, it's tough being a man these days. How do we? Then we talk about these issues.
My goodness.
Because we've not changed society has changed, but we've not evolved. There was an animal called the mammoth back in the day. It was a hairy lion. So things were changing, but it was not adjusting with the changes in society. Now today it's extinct.
Because it became very hot, and now it's got a lot of.
So we may get to a point where society say, and genuinely so, that something called the father is a useless thing.
They're trying, and one of the things about this podcast, is to bring those things back. Just like, guys, let's not be hasty about this particular subject where you wanna remove the guy out of the equation. Already we are removed enough.
But maybe we're also giving them ammunition to remove us, because what is our business case for being involved in society?
Our business case as a father, that I would argue.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is it.
Yeah.
Our business case as a dad, I would speak to the initial human nature.
And I agree with you, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
Because remember, we're having a debate, and a debate it needs to trigger whatever that it triggers to improve things.
Yeah.
There's one little thing that in human that you in people that you can never destroy. Instinct.
Correct.
When instinct is triggered, it's either fight or flee. One of the two. Those are the two things that happen. So, what is our case in this case? You need to trigger your instinct
Correct.
of survival.
Correct.
Because you are being dealt with, and we are doing nothing
Correct.
to survive, because we can't sit here every day and being told or heard or hear. Let me give you an example. What do you think it does to a 20-year-old boy, 15-year-old boy, every day wakes up, he hears what a man is useless?
He thinks it's also useless, yeah.
What do you think it does to a boy who is 12 years old, every day wakes up to hear that actually everything is the fault of what is this? You see what I'm saying? Yes, there are issues that we did that we didn't adopt to, that we need to acknowledge.
No, I hear you.
Mara, guys, this thing is evolving, and because it is evolving, activate the instinct. If you don't,
I hear you. You see, that could become a very serious topic in our Stockfell, so where we chill. But now we'll go to Konka. And it's not, there's nothing wrong with going there. There's nothing, because remember, if adrenaline, like the instincts will kick in if you feel that you're threatened by, if a lion could walk in here, a lion could come through that door, you'll be introduced to yourself. In many ways. In many ways. So it means the challenges that are facing men in society have not gotten to a point where we think they're serious. Because instinct, you don't rationalize.
Do you think as a collective, or because I'm sure?
No, there may be people as a collective, because there are very good men in society, but the collective, an average father in South Africa is not a good father. Not only in South Africa, in many parts of the world.
Many parts of the world, yes.
So I'm saying we must get to a point where we rationalize. You point out to those of us that are blind that Chief Pella this is an existential crisis for men, including you. You may be the last man called, in society. Your son may be called something else. You know what I mean? So I'm saying these things. Remember, there's Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book called The Tipping Point. He studies phenomena. How do concepts spread like felt fire? How do movements? You can even study how the ANC, how even Kaiser Chiefs became a good brand then in the 70s or the 80s. I mean, we want to make this idea of fatherhood fashionable.
That's the thing. That's the whole point, actually.
So let's study these concepts, because there's a scientific approach to making things like this fashionable.
Yeah, no?
In the same way that there are many concepts in society, I mean, there are many things that people are doing which are not really assisting us.
Because the danger, for me, if we let this go,
Yeah,
and we've got scientific evidence
correct.
where a father is not in,
Yeah,
oh my goodness, it's chaos.
yeah,
So with that evidence, I agree with
Yeah.
you when you say, Guru, we need to be in these conversations,
Yeah.
in the societies.
Yeah.
We need to be, guys. Let's jump on, because
Correct.
if we don't, here's an example.
correct.
The example is, look at what's happened to society. Look at what's happened to this. I mean, a lot of guys who are in prison,
Yeah,
fathers is not there.
most of them. Yeah, it's very sad. Yeah,
It tells you something, but
yeah,
that's one scientific evidence that
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
present right now
yeah.
without trying to quote any
yeah,
sophisticated
yeah,
anything.
Yeah, it's there.
Most of the people that are in prison, their dad is not there. I'm not saying the guys with dads don't go there.
No, they do, but the majority, yeah,
The
No, they do.
majority.
Makes sense.
That tells you something. Because now, a lot of people they love to give an argument. Go, no, but even those fathers that are there, hey, no. The many ones. If we can reduce the many ones, we are in a. So there is evidence. So without us making it fashionable, that lion, brother,
Yeah.
we're going to be extinct.
Yeah, we will be. We will. No, I fully agree with you.
You know,
I fully agree. I fully agree. I think you guys have started something here. I think this is a proper platform. It's the right step in the right direction.
yeah, I mean, there are, when you go on social media right now, and I know this, it will take a while to grow. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to On Uplift Network. Ne? I forgot to mention this at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, if you switch on social media right now, if you go on TikTok, you go on, hey, the content that's there, man.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
The content that's there,
And
man.
the passion, the people supporting this content.